Hi folks, welcome back to Base Improvement. I'm going to be working on automating a slime farm I got to go on, but before that, I'm going to take a quick look at a couple changes I made. First is the addition of a pumpkin carving station. It is quite simple. Just hold your shears in your right hand, put some uncarved pumpkins in your left, then hold down right click, and this piston will come down and break the block, so you can just sit there and hold it. Carving pumpkins much easier. In case you don't know how this works, first of all, the light is completely unnecessary. But when you turn this on, it sends a redstone signal that putting a pumpkin down sends a redstone signal to the other side, which goes up and powers the piston. I have a little redstone repeater on there to extend the signal, so it takes a moment for it to reach the piston. Yeah, the hopper is probably unnecessary, but it's there just in case. The next change I made was to my automated kelp farms. You can see I put hoppers underneath all these with pink underneath them. And those will lead down into these chests. So this will continue to burn kelp automatically. I don't have to take it out every time. But the levers you see here, what they do is, because furnaces store EXP of the things that they burn, normally you'd take an item out and it give you the EXP for how much was in the furnace. But since things are continually moving out of the furnace, that means it stores the EXP of all the items that have gone through that furnace. So if I were to flip a switch, that sends a redstone signal to the hopper underneath, so it won't be picking up any more items. So they'll stay in there, and if I hold my damaged pickaxe and then take that one piece of kelp, it'll give me an extended amount of EXP because it's been collecting EXP from all of the kelp from before that. Yeah, you see a pretty good jump on that one. Kelp doesn't give a great amount of EXP, so having these run constantly really helps a lot. And then I have these other furnaces. All of the furnaces under white are just for regular items I want smelted. Just put them up there, they come out down here, coal and bricks that way. And this last one on the right is set up to burn away unwanted items. So anything I don't want that I would just throw away, I want exclusively for EXP, I put in there, like fish or things I'm not gonna eat. And this last furnace just goes down and spits things out into a pit of lava underneath there. Alright, so down underneath my base, I have two slime chunks, both a chunk apart, and I have the rooms set up for these. So I don't really need a whole lot of slimes, but there are a few cool tricks I saw to improve your yield. First trick, just use slabs instead of full blocks. That way you can make each layer 2.5 blocks high. Thanks to that, I have 5 layers on each side instead of 4. And the second old trick, press F3 and G, you can see the chunk borders. You'll notice that I have these cut out one space larger than the actual slime chunks. That gives a little bit of extra room so that the large slimes can spawn. Because normally if a large slime tried to spawn, say in this corner block, it wouldn't be able to because it would take up too much space. Taking out the edge around makes them able to spawn. For the farm automation, I'm going to be putting golems on each of these layers. That way the slimes can see them and will start hopping towards them. I'm going to have these fenced off all the way up. And on the bottom layer, I'm going to be using magma blocks with hopper minecarts underneath, collecting the slime they drop. And it's going to all be fed up to the surface through an item elevator, so I can just collect things there instead of having to run downstairs every time I want some slime. Anyway, I will be back once I get this all set up. Alright, and welcome back. Got our setup for our iron golems. One important change I made was changing the layer behind the iron golems to fences, because in testing I found that they will tend to suffocate in the wall behind them, though it doesn't look like they will. Yeah, I've got But 3 by 5 area of magma blocks at bottom. You know, you can increase the size of that if you want, but as is, that should be perfectly adequate for me. Gives them a little bit more line of sight. Go ahead and bring those guys to life. And it's the same deal on the other side. And underneath here, I have set up a collection room with the hopper mine carts. Just going around like that on both sides. Important note, I have it inside one more space right underneath the fences, where occasionally items will fall just beyond the magma blocks. Then down here, got a basic redstone clock. Might fiddle with that later on once I figure out a good setup. But as is, it's just a basic repeating clock. Yeah, that'll just fire all our slime blocks to the surface, where I have a basic collection area right over by my iron farm. Yeah, you can see we've already gotten quite a few from this. So I'll have to figure out a good usage for all these slime balls I'm gonna be getting. But, you know, now I have them when I need them. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. There are a few more farms I might get to if there's enough interest in these, but those are all of the major farms out of the way for now. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you'd like to see more, what you'd like to see changed. I will see you next time. Goodbye.